Einstein is widely considered as the greatest ever scientist born on Earth. He is credited for his theories like speed of light, theory of relativity, time dilation, and other concepts related to space-time continuum. However, you may be surprised to hear that most of his theories had already been explained thousands of years ago in ancient Hinduism scriptures. Ancient Vedic sages were familiar with the concept that time is relative, and many passages on the Vedic scriptures continuously point out that the cosmic time of the gods are different from the times on earth. Theory of relativity in Indian scriptures. There are innumerable examples of ancient theory of relativity in ancient Indian scriptures. Modern scientists are awestruck on seeing the strikingly similar concepts in Indian scriptures, while others are surprised to find hi-fi scientific concepts in Indian scriptures that were written thousands of years ago. Before I give you the practical example of Einstein theory of relativity in Indian scriptures, it is very important to understand what exactly Einstein theory of relativity is. Practical example of theory of relativity. Suppose you are kidnapped and carried in a private smooth vehicle traveling at a speed of 100 km per hour. Now you are not aware that you are traveling along with the vehicle at the speed of 100 km per hour. If you look out of the window, then you will feel that your vehicle is stationary and the person standing outside is moving at a speed of 100 km per hour. But the person standing on the road will feel that he is stationary and your vehicle is moving at a speed of 100 km per hour. Another stationary person might feel that your vehicle is stationary and the road is moving at a speed of 100 km per hour. This situation is very similar to our observance that the earth is stationary while the sun and moon moves from east to west. Short conclusion of Einstein theory of relativity. Nothing travels faster than light. It is not possible to say which object is stationary and which object is moving. Every observer is correct in thinking that he is stationary while everything else is moving around. Time is relative to your motion. If you travel faster, time moves slowly. If you travel at speed of light, clock stops ticking. And even if you travel for 1 year, then also you will be of the same age you were when you started traveling at the speed of light. To understand this, consider this example. Suppose you are 28-year-old and your brother is 26 years old. Now you start traveling from Earth to space at speed of light for 20 years. When you return back to Earth, you will find that you are still young and 28 years old, but your brother has grown old and is 46 years old. You will be surprised to know that your younger brother has become elder brother while you have become the younger one. This concept of relativity has been proved by American scientists and astronauts traveling in space on their spacecrafts. Even when the astronauts travel in spaceship for years, they feel like they have traveled only for few days. Theory of relativity in Indian scriptures. Before you hear this story, you must be aware of concept of yugas and celestial planets. According to Indian scriptures, Brahma is the creator of this universe and the planet where he resides is called as Brahmalok. His creation aspect is repetitive in nature, where there is Satyuga, which spans for 1.7 million years, followed by Treta Yuga spanning 1.2 million years, followed by Dwapar Yuga spanning 864,000 years, followed by Kali Yuga spanning 432,000 years. These 4 yugas are repeated 71 times to form one Manavtara. One Manavtar is repeated 14 times to form half Kalpa, meaning 1 day of Lord Brahma. Another half Kalpa is 1 night of Lord Brahma. After full Kalpa, universe is destroyed and recreated again by Lord Brahma. Story of Kakudmi in Brahmalok. Now that you have understood in brief about Lokas and Yugas, let us go through the story of Kakudni. In Satyuga, there lived a benevolent and courageous king called Kakudni. He had a very beautiful daughter named Revati, endowed with auspicious and mystical qualities. King Kakudni was not able to find a suitable match for her lovely and talented daughter in the entire earth, and so he decided to travel to Brahmalok for some advice from Lord Brahma. When they arrived at Brahmalok, Lord Brahma was listening to a musical performance by celestial dancers. King Kakudni waited patiently for some time till the musical performance was finished. After the musical performance, when Lord Brahma asked the king for the reason behind his visit, he said, "I am not able to find a suitable match for my daughter, so I have came here for your guidance." Then Lord Brahma smiled and explained that time travels differently on different planes of existence. Your few minutes in my celestial planets are equivalent to many yugas on earth. Brahma said, "By the time you have reached here and stayed here, already 27 Manavtar have passed. O king, all your ministers, wives, kingsmen, fathers, etc., all those whom you have accepted as your sweetheart, has swept away in the course of time. Today, nobody on earth knows about you or your descendants." Shocked and surprised, King Kakudni asks for a solution. Then Brahma says, "If you start now, by the time you reach earth, you will be in Dwapar Yuga of 28 Manavtar. There you can marry your daughter to Balram, the avatar of Sheshnath. He is the only perfect match for your daughter. And you will be granted moksha by none other than Lord Krishna, avatar of Lord Vishnu for that yuga." Srimad Bhagavatam states that when King Kakudni reached earth, he found that body structure of Revati was very huge compared to humans of Dwapar Yuga. Srimad Bhagavatam explains that there is degrading level of species in each yuga. In Satyuga, all species are intelligent and huge in size. In Treta Yuga, species are relatively less intelligent and of small size compared to Satyuga, and so on with the next yugas. This also explains why the animals were bigger millions of years ago and the finding of ancient giant human skeletons. Now let us go through another story. Once Lord Krishna was playing with cows and friends at Vrindavan. Brahma didn't believe that the little kid Krishna is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He decides to prove this to his spy. Brahma steals all the Lord Krishna friends, including cows, and takes them to Brahmalok. When Lord Krishna realizes the test of Brahma, he decides to teach him a lesson. Through his mystical power, Lord Krishna created identical copies of all his friends and cows. When Truti, that is, fraction of a second, passes on Brahmaloka, Brahma realizes that 1 year has passed on earth. Brahma decides to investigate on the happenings of Vrindavan and was surprised to see Krishna playing with his friends and calves just like before. Seeing the boys and calves simultaneously both on earth and Brahmaloka, Brahma realizes that Krishna is none other than Lord Vishnu. Brahma also sees other Brahma, which explains the concept of multiple universe, one Brahma for each universe. Krishna then explained the concept of multiple universe to Lord Brahma. Brahma apologizes and sends all Lord Krishna friends back to earth. In this story, Sanskrit word Truti is used to represent time. According to Vedic astronomy, Truti means 1 divided by 33,750. So according to above story, when 1 divided by 33,750 of a second has passed on Brahma Loka, 1 day has passed on earth. Muchukund fight with demons in Indralok. In Treta Yuga, when demons attacked Devlok, Lord Indra requested valiant warriors from other planets to fight against demons. King Muchukund from earth joined Indra to fight against the demon. Their fight lasted for 1 year and ultimately Indra and all other deities defeated the demons. After the battle, Indra asked Muchukund for a boon. King Muchukund said, I want to go back to earth to meet my family. In a grim voice, Indra said, you fought here for only 1 year, but millions of years have passed on earth, and so much time has passed that nor your son, or your wife, or your citizens are there. No one on earth remembers you now. He explains that speed of time is different in heaven and earth. Speed of time is very fast on earth, and so by the time you stayed here, 1 yuga has passed on earth. Story of Arjuna and Urvashi. Arjuna was a human prince living on earth, while Urvashi was a Apsara living in heaven. Arjuna's forefather named Pururava was attracted towards Urvashi. He was obsessed with her all his life. When Arjuna went to heaven to meet Lord Indra, he was surprised to see that Urvashi, whom his forefather loved, is still very young and beautiful. Urvashi was attracted to Arjuna and wanted to have sexual pleasures with him. But Arjuna couldn't think of Urvashi in that way because she was like a motherly figure for him. When Arjuna objected to sexual advances of Urvashi, Urvashi cursed Arjuna of impotency for 1 year, which was effectively used by Arjuna during Ajnatavas. Above story again explains theory of time running differently at different levels of existence. Conclusion. It is quite possible that Einstein may have derived his scientific theories from Indian scriptures or might have heard the similarities of his theories in Indian scriptures, which is very evident from his quotes on India and its culture. Einstein was a great admirer of Indian leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore. Since Mahatma Gandhi was the follower of Bhagavad Gita and always carried a copy of Bhagavad Gita with him, it might be possible that Einstein must have read Bhagavad Gita and other Indian scriptures which may have influenced his scientific theories.